Hey folks, welcome to Monday's Market Outlook here at Top Gun Options. My name is Edward Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and man, what a difference a week makes. We talked about this last week. I predicted, I said when, not if, Donald Trump gets some of these trade deals behind us, we're going to see a rip your face off rally that's going to make 2017 look like a bear market. And today, he more or less ditched NAFTA and left Justin Trudeau with his hanging eyebrow. Dangling in the wind here as he announces a deal with Mexico. Take the legalities, and the president can't negotiate. We used to have a president that said, all I need is a phone and a pen. I don't need Congress. But of course, as the president negotiates and, plays 3D chess here, people go bananas. But they can keep frothing at the mouth. The guy does nothing right. And there you go. Stock smash record on new NAFTA as tensions with Mexico ease. The president's going to get a deal with China done. Isn't it a little awkward that a lot of this stuff is coming together right before the elections, especially as, guys are getting indicted right before the elections? It's almost as if this stuff is maybe happening on purpose. So, hey, if you're a member, we have a weekly options brief at 1 o'clock. I'd get out of the way. I think we looked at a bearish call spread on FXI last week. I was bearish last week on FXI. That's the thing with options and your strategic mindset. It can change when conditions or intelligence changes. I'd get out of any bearish spreads. As a matter of fact, tomorrow in our primary live trade brief at 1 o'clock, I'm going to look at some Jan 20s. I think it's time to get bullish on China. Remember, if something isn't doing, if a stock or an ETF isn't doing what you think it should be doing, you're wrong, not the stock. So change your strategic mindset. So anytime your strategic mindset or your commit criteria as to why you're committing capital in any trade changes, you change, or the tactic needs to change. Okay, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. Real quick, John McCain passed away over the weekend. Any passing of anybody is not good. Any loss of life is to be mourned. But you can appreciate a man's service to this country, especially in the United States Navy, but you can also vehemently disagree with the man politically. So, salute to John McCain as a naval aviator. I'll leave some comments and what I know of him as a naval aviator aside. So it is, and it's funny because, again, folks, most of the people on the left or Democrats would, they'd complain it wasn't hot enough in hell. So the president sent out a tweet of condolence and people, ripped him apart. It's like, I actually respected the tweet because he didn't super blow smoke up anybody's ass. So if he had blown smoke, they would have frothed at the mouth. If he didn't say anything, they'd froth at the mouth. He went right down the fairway and was respectful, and they're frothing at the mouth. So again, all this is a sideshow, folks. This is the stuff you have to worry about. Last week, he said, hey, Pompeo's not going to go to North Korea. We're not getting progress here. So the same folks, again, to use this, I think we need to do a shot every time in this Monday Market Outlook. I say frothing at the mouth. But all the folks that were frothing at the mouth that he met with a despot and a dictator and he's getting played and what an idiot are now frothing at the mouth that he's not. Dude, again, man, you really have to take the politics out of this. I know I trade my politics here at TGO, and we do extremely well, but it's comical to see just how partisan people can be. So so we're going to ditch the term NAFTA. It's what, 25, 26 years. It's over a quarter of a century year old, and we're even going to ditch that term because it's got a negative connotation. So again, the Dow's up 270 points. We're seeing the NASDAQ break 8,000. Good stuff going on. So as the China talks last year, it feels like last week broke down, his hawks are preparing to swoop in. This is good. I mean, Trudeau's got to be sitting up north going, hey, what about us? And the president said, hey, we either get a deal with China a couple minutes ago, or Canada, or we're going to levy tariffs of 300% on Canadian cars. So the guy's, he's strong-arming, man. And if you haven't read The Art of the Deal, you have no idea what the president is doing. Love him or hate him, he's a good negotiator. And this is just good for the country. So as everybody on one side of the aisle just thinks everything's going horrific in this country, there's a lot of other people who think things are going extremely well. So NASDAQ breaking 8,000. We're going to take a look at a weekly spread in a couple minutes here on Amazon, getting bullish again. This 1,900 level is really, as we talk about these round numbers, 1,800 was kind of a magnet. Get drawn up to it, go below it, above it, below it, and then 1900 is the same thing. It's a magnet. Amazon's a $2,000 stock easily around Black Friday or Cyber Monday, maybe even 2050 by the end of the year with a good Christmas, or God forbid I said winter solstice, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever the hell you celebrate. So like I said, a lot of good things going on. Speaking of Amazon, I thought this was a comical headline. Amazon hires Twitter trolls to tweet nice things about its warehouses. It is comical that the richest dude in the world has workers, in different warehouses around the world working 10, 18-hour days, no bathroom breaks, and, working for slave wages. As an American, I think it's horrific. As Gordon Gekko in the movie Wall Street, I think it's phenomenal. Love Amazon. Keep doing that, Mr. Bezos. It's great. Elon Musk, I think he's a phenomenal entrepreneur. As a CEO, he's most likely committed a felony, fraud. Now we're going to remain public. So as quick as he squeezed a lot of shorts out and maybe destroyed people's lives or their bank accounts, he's just kidding. We're going to go back. In a Friday midnight announcement, if you actually believe that this guy was going to take his company private at 420, if you don't know what 420 is, just Google it. At 420 a share, not 419, not 421, you're as high as this guy is. So a lot of this just isn't good, folks. Good entrepreneur, but remember, Martha Stewart spent time in jail for trading an clone with some inside information. This guy squeezed shorts and potentially really hurt people's lives by doing it. That's not good, and that's not fair. So I really hope the SEC investigates, because that's not the way things should be good to go. And oh, by the way, the Jacksonville. I weep for this. I went to school in Jacksonville University. I used to spend many a Friday and Saturday night at the Jacksonville landing where the shooting occurred. Has anybody heard about this in the past 24 hours? This story went away as quick as the breaking news happened. Why? This kid was a part of the, quote, resistance and a never-Trumper. He called Trump supporters Trump-tards. Blows away 4 people. Where did all Hollywood go in the span of 24 hours? They've gone absolutely silent. So anyway, folks, I just love calling out hypocrisy wherever I see it, on either side of the aisle. You guys know when I rip this guy apart for doing a horrible job, just as I do everybody and myself. We have to hold each other accountable as well as our elected leaders. So a lot of good stuff going on here at TGO. Like I said, when something's on a tear, either join it or get out of the way. It looks like China, the FXI, is going to get on a tear here, so we're going to join it tomorrow, and it's also time to get out of the way. So that's going to be a swing and a miss for me. Don't have too many of those, especially lately. We've been printing money with volatility. Look at the VIX down. Here's what's interesting, and we're going to talk about this at 1 o'clock. Look at the VIX. It's only down 2%. The Dow's up 270, and the NASDAQ just popped through 8,000. The S&P's up 23 points. The VIX is only down 2%. So the market is up right now. I'm sorry, up 2%. I got to roll inverted. You ready for this? Market up, VIX up, something is up. Okay, so again, when you see a pop like this, a massive pop, and the VIX is up, market up, VIX up, something is up. So the market, look at this. We are just cruising high here on a day like today. Clear blue skies in South Florida. This is when you buy hurricane insurance. You don't buy it in next month or in October when there's a massive Cat 5 heading this way, because then it's way too expensive. This is the time when you hedge, folks. The VIX is up. The market is up. Something is up. Now the VIX is up 2% as I speak. So if none of this made sense to you, don't worry about it. All you have to do is go to our homepage, topgunoptions.com, and just scroll down. Or actually, it's easier just to go directly to the page. But if you go to our homepage and scroll down, see this little full throttle max or this advanced, click on that. And it actually takes you to a website or a web page, go.topgunoptions.com/advanced. And for $38, folks, $38, you can take a 2-week test flight into what we do here, including getting access into our weekly options brief here in about 25 minutes, which I have to go get ready for. So go.topgunoptions.com/advanced and come see what we do here at TGO. Men lie, numbers don't. We'll come in. You can come see all of our recent trades, the winners and the losers, like I just covered. I looked to get short last week on FXI when the trade talks broke down, and then what a difference a week makes. So sometimes we get it wrong here at TGO, folks. I get it wrong. wrong, and it's more important to admit those swings and a miss than it is to trump all your successes. And we've had we have had a lot of those lately too as well. So obviously we're shooting for a nice 70 to 80% win rate here at TGO, and we're definitely knocking that out of the park. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and I'll see my members in a couple minutes in weekly options.